Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a quick observation, is this what I've heard and read in your testimony and done a little research, is this this whole process of designating which vaccine we're going to come up with in September just seems archaic. In fact, it seems a lot more of a game of chance and probability, and by virtue of us continuing this process erroneously now with this mismatch, we have 50,000 Americans who are going to die this year. 50,000 Americans. That's more than died in combat in Vietnam. Over a decade of that warfare. And we're going to die because of a game of chance, of probability. I'm just astounded with it. I wonder what better techniques can we use to predict ahead, and that leads me then to the second question, perhaps. So maybe it's associated with that, is that the high-dose vaccine has been found to be 24% more beneficial to senior citizens, and you have a meeting coming up late in February, and it's not on the agenda. It's a possibility for September. Could one of you explain just briefly why that's not on the agenda, if it's been proven to be helpful for senior citizens?
Yes, let me answer sort of both parts. The high-dose vaccine is one of the licensed vaccines that's recommended, and the company that makes it doesn't make enough of it for all people 65 and over, but they have been increasing the production. So it is included in the September and February recommendations. The recommendations are really just which virus strains to target, and then there are all these different formulations like high dose. The other thing I just wanted to comment on about is sort of the mismatch. I want to just point out that in the past 20 years, this is the fourth time that we've had an important mismatch between one of the circulating viruses in the vaccine and what dominates. So it's very disturbing when we have this and we have excess disease burden, but the vast majority of recommended strains have actually been on track. Even though when we have a good match, a well-matched vaccine type, we have a lot of morbidity and mortality from influenza, and I think it's one of these diseases that we as scientists take very seriously, but the American public takes a bit for granted. So we wish that we had more people vaccinated each year, and that we wish that people who need to get the antivirals would get them early, but we have work to do in terms of the medical community and the public in having them take it seriously.
I want to build a little bit back off with the chairman and his chart. When it was discovered first in May, I guess it was, or March, there was some anomaly showing up. May 17%, September 50%. It was obvious there was a problem with it. So if I go back to Robinson's testimony, he said that they fulfilled the PCAST report, recommended improving vaccine manufacturing to meet a national goal of making the first dose within 12 weeks. Now, yes, it would have taken to go to a national supply to go 6 months, which again is a real concern about the production and some other techniques that we can use to reduce that. But if we could have produced a vaccine, knowing in September it was 50%, so September, October, November, the 1st of December, we could have had a modified drug, even if it's limited supply, that we could have tried, whether it's an adjuvant or a new virus, or excuse me, a new vaccine entirely. Wouldn't you have recommended, let's try this and see what, through trials, what the result is? Did we solve it? Can we do this in 12 weeks again until the next time? But so my question, did you do it? Did you try to do anything to modify the vaccine that was wrong?
I want to stress that we were not.
It's a yes or no, isn't it?
There were many activities taken to address the emergence of drifted strain, including preparing a candidate vaccine virus.
Did you try a modified?
The issue of protection is both what strains are dominant, what efficacy the vaccine has and how many people can get the vaccine. So a highly effective vaccine with very few doses available may not be as good as a moderate or low efficacy vaccine and a lot of doses available.
I'll
I don't
take your
think that-
answer as a no, you didn't try, and
No, what I'm saying is that we did begin to prepare the candidate vaccine virus so that companies would be able to produce a vaccine against the drifted strain. This particular strain has been quite challenging to produce vaccines against.
thank you. 50,000 Americans died.